that.
Okay.
All right. Really, once we're up there, I don't know if you've flown in this area before. It's with Lake Winnebago and the river.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to see everything from here.
Good enough.
Okay.
Just
So,
yeah, waiting for this to boot up.
all right. So we'll swap out this checklist for the regular checklist.
Well, actually, I didn't do anything on the cockpit side for this.
Okay.
checklist. I was waiting to get it, so I did it. So, ignition off. Obviously, we don't have keys.
Yep.
Yep.
You hang them up right up there.
Gotcha. Okay. So,
Go ahead and do your shoulder harness.
yep. There you go. Which one's the ignition keys?
The green one.
The green one. Green for go, right?
Yeah. All right, so that's part of our regular checklist, so we'll put the key in when we're on the other checklist.
Oh, that is. Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's do it right. Not a big deal. All right. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
And then there's always this little guy you gotta lift it up off of. This little,
Oh, that little.
yeah, otherwise you're like, why is this so tight?
Let's put you right. Don't fall down.
Just make sure it's snug enough, but yet I can sometimes have to release it from my shoulder so I get your head out and you can look for traffic on your taxi.
Okay. All right. Ignition switch is off. Throttle moves. Mixture full lean. It is. Turn master switch on. Check fuel quantity indicators. Then off. All right.
Okay.
We're full. That's good. Fuel selector valve on both. We are. I see what you mean. I don't think I have to reach down that low. I can get.
No, we don't change it in flight. It's always on both, but yeah, you probably still won't be able to reach.
Yeah, in case
we need.
Alright, here we go. And then control wheel lock removed, and it has been removed. So
We don't use it unless we are tied down overnight somewhere or windy conditions and we're tied down.
Alright, okay, while we're sitting here, I'll give,
Okay.
I'll give you a little bit of a departure brief.
Okay.
We'll have a sterile cockpit environment there for all critical maneuvers of flight. That includes taxiing, takeoff, approach, and landing. So no talking, Pat, while we're taxiing and all that. You can talk all you want when we're straight and level. The plan of the flight there is we're going to depart out here, go to the west, 3,000 feet, do some aerial maneuvers, come back here, and a couple landings, and we're done. Any questions?
No questions. If we have any kind of emergency on departure,
Right.
if we have engine out, we
Right.
have a problem holding the center line, what are we going to do?
We're going to abort.
Okay.
Okay, and if we lose the engine on takeoff below 400 feet, we're going to go straight ahead and pick a place to land. Above 400 feet, will this plane be an aggressive turn back to the runway? Can it actually do it? Okay, so if we're at 400 feet and above, we'll come back to the airport and land. Any questions?
No. Just get yourself familiar. Depending on what
Right.
runway we're going to use,
Yep.
that plan would change.
Okay.
Because we have the city populated area behind us. So
Okay.
if we're taking off actually to the west, if we're using
Right.
27,
Right.
anything to the right and straight, very limited options. We
Right.
do have Pioneer Airport, which is a grass strip right
Right.
at EAA. So it doesn't require a complete 180 turn, but by the time we get there, because this runway is so long, that's an available option for us, a board option. We're taking off runway 9.
Right.
Anything to the left and straight ahead sucks. Everything to the left and straight ahead bad. So a 90-degree turn to the right would be preferred.
Okay.
1-8, everything's wide open field. Straight ahead looks good.
Okay.
Because these runways are so long, we usually have usable runway at the lower altitude. That's why 400 feet, that works for you in the
Right.
in the bigger jets.
Right.
This airplane, you're probably going to want to be even like 800 feet before you even think about
Turning.
anything below that, more than likely, you will have still some usable runway ahead of you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So this is the one that we use.
Yep.
This okay, before starting engine, pre-flight inspections complete, flight log, recorded hops time, done, ATS broadcast copy. We didn't do that yet. No.
We can do that once we start.
Yeah, when we start it up, passenger briefings complete, seatbelt show harnesses, adjusted and secured, fuel selector
For the
on
passenger briefing, we're just going to discuss if we have to make an off-field landing.
Okay.
We will the doors are locked like this. Before we make contact with the ground, we unlock the door and we'll pop. You know, the wind will obviously keep them right here,
Right.
but we want them unlocked,
Right.
in case we crinkle the airplane, we get trapped inside.
Right.
All right. If we do make an off-field landing, we will exit the aircraft, just, you know, immediately,
Okay.
and always walk back, not front, just in case there's something in the engine.
Okay.
So that's the only thing I would ever give anybody who's flying with you as far as a passenger briefing is how to get out. Now, you don't need to tell them to pop the door because
Right.
you go back, just reach, you can do it.
Right.
So you're going to do it, but you don't usually try to scare your passengers and talk about off-field landings, but we talk about just exiting the aircraft in general.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good enough then. Alright, seatbelts are harnesses, adjust and secure. The selector is set to both circuit breakers. Where are your breakers? Right here.
2 rows. And the first one, the alternator there, that's normal. It's just when they pop, they come out quite a bit.
Okay. Alright, checked. Master switch off. Okay, so it is off. Starting the engine. This key, insert the ignition switch, carburetor heat. Where is that?
Okay, so we'll put our key in now.
Okay. Alright. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. It's inserted. Okay, carburetor heat is full. Mixture is full rich. Beacon light on. Left on at all times. Where's it?
Right here's your lights.
So that's always on.
Yep.
So it just
one of the
stays-
reasons we like to do that is if the master was left on and you're outside the airplane,
It's flashing.
it's flashing. You're like, oh, I left the master.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Prime as required. Well, let's hold the checklist here. I want to get this guy up on that 4 flight, so I got the taxi diagram
Okay.
here. Might have to brighten this guy up, but that's okay. Yeah, it's all the way up.
And this is our ADS-B receiver right here.
Okay. Oh, really?
It's Bluetooth. So when you
Right.
go look under your settings, it's GDL39.
Okay, GDL 39.
You connect to it and you got ADS-B.
Okay.
And
Oh, really? So you'd have all of it then, huh?
you
Go right-
get your weather.
And we call come back
You,
to the
not until you get up in the air.
Right.
You're not receiving ADS-B yet, so you'll get
Okay.
FISB, traffic.
Right. Hey, look at that. Shows us right where we're at there. Cool. All right, continuing with checklist. Prime, how much do you think we're
Right,
going to
so the
need?
prime is over here, underneath where your headset is, and it's. I don't think the engine was still warm,
Right.
so I'd probably just give it one prime. So pull her all the way out, let it fill with some fuel, push her in, and give it a little twist and lock. Make sure it's laying there. There you go. That's it.
Okay.
Starting this old carbureted engine.
Right.
If I crack the throttle
Right.
and I give it a couple cranks, because it goes 1, 2, 3. If it doesn't start, I go all the way in and all the way back. Give that little squirt from the accelerator pump,
Right.
and then it pops right over. Or what you can do right now is just give it that squirt right away.
Okay. And she'll do
Just
it. Okay.
little tricks, yeah.
And then just
If it doesn't start right away,
Okay.
then you might have to prime it twice.
Okay.
You might have flooded it, depending on
yeah.
how much gas you gave it
He
the first
gave it-
time.
Okay. There we go. Masters. Brakes are set. Yeah, that's always, yeah. All right, brakes are set. Propeller clear.
All right.
Clear prop. And we're clear, behind. All right, ignition switch to start, then idle at 1,000. Check the oil, check the ammeter. All right.
Right here. As soon as we start, 1,000, looking for pressure in the green.
All right.
And then here's our ammeter looking for slight positive charge.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.